I doubt people are going to be watching this one, but this is mostly just to finish off what happened last night, because after that whole thing occurred, I left and went to restarting stream. So, I'm restarting it now.
Streaming Genshin Impact drops PS5. To whom does the wind blow?
Yeah. So I'm finishing off what I was doing last night. So, hope you'll enjoy it.
Huh? Is that Miss Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you! Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Miss Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat. You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Miss Honorary Knight's is easily the best. And no matter what drinks Miss Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, you want me to be mean? But Klee could never be mean to you. Let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious, and Klee can hear every word he says. Get ready for Klee's super amazing order! These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long! It's been so much fun! Even being sent to solitary confinement couldn't wipe the smile off my face. So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super duper mood. I wonder what it'll taste like.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Klee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished! Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Klee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Miss Honorary Knight? Three square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a day, sometimes even 7. Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called rainbow fish jelly. Her Chocogo Crunchy Slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation made with chocolate and cookies. They're a little bitter, but they're crunchy. They smell scrumptious, and they have a really sweet aftertaste. Whenever I eat them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try. Yeah, when Klee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Klee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you chubby and gives you toothaches. So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my brain remember things better. Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like chewing on grass, but they're okay if you add a little salt. This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench. A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine, star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally, some magical jam from Auntie Tavia. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof! Dodoco-shaped candy! Klee can give you some Dodoco candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you can make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert. Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumpy Dumpty can go Fwah! And bounce even higher. hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be careful when trimming it down. It's like sharpening a pencil that could suddenly go boom. Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories. She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it on, it goes kabling and lights up the ceiling. Yeah, when something happens in the story, the lights on the ceiling make pretty pictures. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so Klee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Miss Honorary Knight. Klee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day. Oh yeah, Klee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the cream? Or add more fruit? Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rolly. Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar. So if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just soak them in some fruit juice first? Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
It's done. I just know you're gonna love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down, or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Miss Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice. Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And peaceful. Ooh. You're the best, Miss Honorary Knight. Really? Let me think. When the weather's nice and Dodoko's happy, Dodoko will want to sing, right? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet. Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet. Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Miss Honorary Knight. Then you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want. See you next time!
Ah, so Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair. That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses. Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic. Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago. When I was young, I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept. Yes, good old Crepus. Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made. Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste. Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different, waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder? You catch on quickly. No need to explain further. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me, and this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all. I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more, meat to absorb the blows. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what. It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera. If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other. It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Nodcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences. Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and Smedina, these Nodcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, They shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week. Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfidia right away.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfidia.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfidia.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
If we could build a choo-choo cart track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Okay. Might not be the best idea.
Fiery woman came to take Lupical. I said no. She backed down, but then said I would do just as well. This sword is here, for now. I am here to protect it.
Hold on, let Paimon get this straight. Alice was planning to bring Boreas here, but you stopped her. So, she took the illusion of the sword and left you to guard it instead. That would make the trial of Boreas the trial of Razor now, wouldn't it?
We fight. I protect Lupacol.
Wow! Looks like Paimon's guess was spot on. Don't worry, Razor. No one's gonna take this sword. It's not even real.
Not real?
Alice's scheming claims another victim, huh? Let's take the photo and get Razor out of here. Rand? You're here in Mondstadt?
Yes. I received an invitation to exchange swordsmanship techniques. I'd heard of the single-handed sword form of Favonius blade work. But, after crossing swords with Miss Eula, it turns out the Knights of Favonius are quite accomplished with the greatsword as well.
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be expected of the champion duelist. Even over a few short rounds, I feel like we've learned a lot from each other.
For sure. You don't have to worry about breaking stuff or accidentally hurting anyone nearby.
That's right. There also appear to be automatic Harpasta launchers in the area.
Ah, that's one of your local traditions, isn't it? Shall we have ourselves a game, then?
Why not? You should know, though, I'm not easy to beat at this game. Ah, hold on. No muskets allowed.
Oh, why not? Doesn't it still count as hitting the Harpastum?
A sword's range is limited, though, so it wouldn't be fair.
Ah, of course. Then you should use a gun as well. Voila, problem solved.
Hey there, friend. Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the Real Adventurers Guild do without her? Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations. Anyway, I heard this whole world was constructed from magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done. Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in yet. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot. True. But it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go ask for some, and then we all can have a few? Huh. But could we even take them back into the real world? Well, that's the question.
where it was. Fiona? What are you doing here? It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from that land, right? Oh, they're so cute. Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure. Looks like your campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course. The only thing missing is... the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off. So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little saurians appeared. Aww. Bennett gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog. Hey! Then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead! Weird. Did Mondstadters always raise boars around here? Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen? Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life. Sorry, what? That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier. Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh. What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it! Huh. I think I've seen saurian-shaped cookies somewhere before, too. Maybe I should bake some to sell around here. Look local to Mondstadt. Wait, Emily? Huh, it's been a while. Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers?
Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
Nice! That That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes. I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants? Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all. I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance. Fascinating.
Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait, but there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
Such a succulent fragrance of grapes. Ah, this place is heaven. Had I a mouth that could move, I doubt I could resist eating them right off the vine.
This is awesome.
Whoever lives in here must be a person of means indeed. Even in a storybook world like Simulonka, we can never afford such a big estate.
Wait, but this is a world inside a story too, isn't it? Oh, hello! Is something wrong?
My apologies, but the event taking place at Dawn Winery is not open to the public quite yet. Allow me to show you around a different area.
Ah, I see. That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's no
Hello, you two. Well, Miss Alice thought things might get complicated around here, so she said she needed someone capable who could get the job done.
So she flattered her way into dumping a bunch of work on you? Stuff that isn't even related to the Knights at all?
Oh, no. Mr. DeLuke was there, too. He said he would appreciate some help guiding the tour groups from different worlds that are here to visit.
Tour groups from different worlds? Oh, right! The Golden Apple Archipelago, the Valurian Mirage, Simulanka. The gang's all here!
Oh, it's all right. I'm happy to help. Please head this way, everyone, and we'll get the tour started.
Greetings. My name is Ask Me for Directions Arnold, and I am searching for the whereabouts of a certain lovely lady.
I heard this thing was terribly ineffective when first invented. You could only catch 10 in a week. Why, the research staff barely wanted to touch it, let alone improve it.
But for some reason, it gained traction among adventurers once it entered the market.
True, it takes time. It beats having to do it yourself, I suppose.
But there are so many crystal flies around here. Surely it's not that difficult to just do it the old-fashioned way?
It's a bit far, though. Just imagine how tiresome it was back in the day, having to come out here over and over again, and no gadget to help. Does that count as trespassing on private property, I wonder?
I suppose it hardly matters anymore. Adventurers aren't quite so keen on crystal flies nowadays.
The times they are a-changin', eh?
So it would seem.
What are they mumbling about?
The times they are a-changin'.
So it would seem, yes.
Another tent? Huh. This one's kinda nostalgic too.
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground. But we still needed an additional rest area for the guests, so we set up this tent instead.
Huh. Looks like we can use this device to keep in touch with the mages or get some hints. Kinda like we were able to do back then, remember?
Now that you mention it, the arrangement is almost identical.
Nights on vacation, summer, the sea, and a small little wave rider. It's all taking me back.
However, you're forgetting about the part where we were stranded on a deserted island and couldn't even make it across the water. That's what stuck with me the most.
Oh, I remember. At least I wasn't dead weight in that situation.
Fun times, huh? So, the mages prepared this stuff then. Guess we should take a picture and go check in with them.
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end, but knowing Grandmaster Varka, I imagine there will be another chance to set off in the near future. Not that I'm extending an invitation, I'm just mentioning the possibility, that's all. That's our honorary knight. No matter the mission, you always have a place among our ranks.
Come talk to me when you do have an official invitation, then. I have other things to do in the meantime. The intel I have on hand is pulling me in 100 different directions, but unfortunately, time off isn't one of them.
That's a shame. I take vacation whenever I can get it, and it's still never enough. I'd visit the Golden Apple Archipelago again in a heartbeat.
For once, I feel the same.
Definitely not.
Wow! I've never seen such a large turtle in my life. There was a time, back when I was little, when almost every child in Mondstadt had a turtle as a pet. It was quite the trend.
Oh, yeah! Jean and Diluc mentioned that a long time ago.
I had one too, of course.
Quite the hassle to take care of. Small pets like that always are.
Wait, you had one too?
Is that so strange?
Oh, no, of course not.
I could bring it back to the church and raise it. It can stay behind the cathedral. I'll even build it a pool. Can't be too hard to raise, right? It looks like a tough cookie.
Not happening. The next thing you know, you'll have an invasive species on your hands. Just tell that mage to put it back where she found it.
Guess that's for the best.
Can't be too hard to raise, right? It looks like a tough cookie.
Not happening. The next thing you know...
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Something wrong, Sucrose?
Oh, no. I was just looking for a piece of alchemy equipment we needed for the event. Master Albedo has always been careful with our costs. We maximize the use of every piece of lab equipment we have. So if something hasn't been used in a while, it's usually pretty old. Take this, for example. We've used it a few times before, but we found the effectiveness and ease of use somewhat lacking, so it was sidelined quite quickly. According to the mages, it was meant to be placed in the city, but it went missing after being tossed into the magic bubble. Luckily, I found it. I just don't know why it ended up here of all places.
Well, all that matters is that you found it in the end, right? We'll contact Nicole and get her to send it back to the right spot.
Great. Thank you so much. At least I managed to track it down.
Nanina's covering the north, so we'll have Laurent take the east. Right, that's all for now.
Hey, Avarka!
Huh? Honorary Knight? Paimon? What brings you to my camp? Not at all. Any camp of the Knights of Favonius is your camp too. So make yourself at home. Though, you should give me a heads up next time so I can have the Quartermaster break out the good stuff for you.
Is this really the Expeditionary Forces camp? Paimon was expecting it to be a bit more... crowded?
Not many from the force are still stationed here. And of those who are, most are out patrolling. Truth be told, it is a bit of a ghost town. We're also gathering all the Abyss-related intel we can. Situation in Nodcry's stable for now, but we must remain vigilant. You never know when the Abyss will come roaring back. Intelligence is the foundation of any campaign. It's not just enemy movements. Terrain or shifts in the weather can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Moving forward, we plan to form a long-term partnership with the Northern Intelligence Network. Turn this temporary camp into an intelligence station.
An intelligence station? Whoa! Like the kind in Fontanian spy thrillers?
Haha, as if. Name one book with a camp this lightly defended in it. During these years out on campaign, we've found that different abyssal disasters are occurring all over Teyvat. They're unnaturally cunning, always shifting, with no two attacks quite going off the same. I hope to use the Northern Intelligence Network to share our findings, and use that collaboration to keep gathering information on the Abyss. This isn't any one nation's burden. Every day, countless winds blow through Notcry. I'd say that makes it the perfect place to set up an outpost.
Oh, so that's why. So this is chivalry in action.
Haha, well, chivalry's good and all, but in reality, we've only just established this station, and don't even have a good map of the nearby terrain. If you stumble across any building materials or intel nearby, don't forget to bring them back with you. Rest assured, you're our honorary knight. We'll look after you. One expedition wraps up, another begins.
Grandmaster! We've got big trouble, sir!
Oh, what is it?
That important guest we were expecting today? He's trapped at the foot of the mountain.
What? Is it who I think it is?
Yes, sir, it's him. Most of our available manpower is tied up in patrols. Who do we reassign?
No need. Just point me in the right direction. I'll handle it myself. Honorary Knight, Paimon, till next time.
Oh, Paimon's never seen Varka so nervous. Now she's curious who that guest is. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's follow him and see if he needs help.
Help! Please help me!
Transfixed!
Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. Whew. Good thing you guys showed up so fast. Or I might not have made it by sundown.
Praise be! Our essential supplies made it through safe and sound.
What kind of supplies are that important?
Good eye. This here is the dandelion wine we specially ordered from Dawn Winery. Pure Mondstadt in a bottle.
You have no idea what it took us to get it here, all the way from there.
Ha! And a fine job you did. You're drinking with us at the feast tonight. Whole camp's been looking forward to toasting you.
So, the only reason you were in a hurry was to make sure the drinks got there in time? And here Paimon thought you were finally being serious about something serious!
What's that? Are you saying drinking isn't the most serious of serious business? Because I'd love to have a drink right about now.
Wait! Please, wait a second. Now is not a good time.
Yeah! Listen to him! First, you gotta take care of the serious...
This is a custom brew. It needs to be kept constantly rolling to prevent settling and keep its flavor. Having sat for so long, I'd say the taste has degraded by at least 10%.
10%? Unacceptable! Nobody touches a drop till it's ready.
Okay. You do you, then.
We specially commissioned someone to build a mechanism that keeps the barrels rolling. Looks like it broke in the fall, though. So now, I guess we'll have to rely on old-fashioned muscle power.
So we just keep whacking the wooden barrels and roll them to their destination? Sounds like some good old Knights of Favonius strength training. Aye, teaches force control and precision. Need both, or the barrel won't stay true to the path. It's basic training for many knights. Ha, keen on basic drills, are we? Well, Laurent and the others won't be back for a while. Right then, all yours. Don't worry about knocking him a bit too far. Just holler and I'll toss him back into place. Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. First time I did this training with Razor, it took us an entire day to finish. Know why? He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. Jean and Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or not the Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this. A Knight's basic training helps build character, but since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion. She happily brought her bombs to the training grounds, and so we reached a consensus. We won't discuss the matter again until she's a bit older. Need me on barrel duty, or just... Jean and Albedo once... A Knight's base... She,
easier way, right?
Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time. Ha! So that's how you did it. Not half bad. Wisdom's another kind of strength, after all.
Ah, Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! They're back! They're back! They're back! Everyone, fall in and give them a proper welcome!
Wow, we're this popular? Paimon feels like blushing.
How the wind carries that scent from afar! Sweet Barbados, it's true. Dandelion wine.
Ah, a special brew from Dawn Winery to boot. They're back. All my precious memories, they're all flooding back.
Oh. So, the welcome isn't for us, is it?
Yes, this is it! This is the taste! It's just how I remembered it.
Amazing! After all these years!
Ah, I was starting to think I'd already forgotten the taste of a good Dawn Winery vintage. If the taste hasn't changed, then my home back in Springvale probably hasn't changed either. Right? Thank you, Honorary Knight.
That's enough. Put a cork in it, everyone. Barrels stay sealed until everyone's back. Let's finish the party prep in the meantime.
Oh, yes, sir. On it, sir.
Like I said, drinking is the most serious of serious business.
Oh, sticky honey roast, sweet madams. Paimon never thought she'd get to eat such authentic Mondstadt dishes out here. Wait, where's Vorka? Anyone seen him? He's not passed out drunk in a ditch somewhere, is he? Okay, Paimon will catch up when she finishes. One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears.
So, what's the hero who saved our savior and brought it back to camp doing in a corner like this? Truth is, what I've got in my cup is the most special of special brews. It can only be drunk alone. But since you've caught me, nothing for it. Here, have a cup. Got me. Just a joke. Not a drop of liquor on me right now. If you're thirsty for a real drink, go find Ermini later. She's got plenty in stock. A camp always needs to have one sober soul to guard their drunk comrades from things that go bump in the night. Those have been my standing orders since this expedition started. Rotten luck, eh? Just so happens that tonight, it's my turn to be that sober soul. So, on this night when they're all drunk, I can't be. Who knows? Maybe fate just gets a kick out of messing with us. If it had come one day later, maybe I'd have been down there guzzling wine to my heart's content. But if it had come but one day later, maybe you'd have passed the camp by, missed the feast, never even had this chance to talk. Nobody can say what choices lead to what outcomes until the time comes. Just like when I decided to lead this expedition out of Mondstadt. Never imagined I'd make it this far. That's how it turned out, aye. But when we marched, all I knew was this. An abyssal storm was brewing up north, one that threatened to scour all of Tevat. It took us some time to mobilize, but where would the enemy appear? What form would they take? That was all a complete mystery to us when we set out. All we could do was gather intel as we marched, preparing for every contingency. Ha! Quick study, aren't you? Alas, the enemy won't sit around twiddling their thumbs while we finish preparing. Every hour we hesitated, the abyss was devouring the lives of countless people. The sooner we marched, the sooner we could change their fates. That was all the intel we needed to launch this expedition. None of that formality, honorary knight. And you're no different. Your journey's also changed many people's fates. Be it Mondstadt back then, Dvalin, or Nodcry now, the expeditionary force. Even my fate, too. The fact that we can sing around the bonfire, drinking and thinking about the future, none of that could have happened without your arrival, traveler. Who's to say? Fate's fickle and hard to fathom after all. But as long as you're alive, there's hope. The wine we didn't drink tonight, we can have tomorrow. The lads will save my share. As long as we're still breathing, tomorrow will bring more wine and laughter. So cheers to tomorrow, to hope.
If Captain Hertha were here too.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commission. Ad Astra...
And that's the alchemical transmutation process. What do you think? Would you like to try it yourself?
I still can't remember the formula from just now. If I damage the crafting bench...
For small-scale work like this, failure will only result in the loss of materials. Besides, losing materials is an unavoidable part of learning alchemy. Yes. After all, alchemy counts as common sense in this world. Durin happens to be interested in this too. Although the environment here is somewhat rudimentary, it's good enough to teach some basic formulas.
I wrote down all the formulas Albedo taught me. There are so many numbers and symbols, it feels like I'm trudging through mud.
When it comes to learning, how fast you go isn't what matters. What matters most is laying a solid foundation every step of the way. It looks like we've used up most of our materials. For now, let's head back and retrieve some more.
There is indeed quite a lot. After accounting for daily necessities and emergency supplies, there's still enough to set aside in case of sudden visits from my colleagues. After all, my personal requirements are modest. It would be a waste not to save the excess and use it to help others in need. Lamp oil, candles, leather, paper, and pens. Oh, and a few bottles of strong liquor, and some emergency food, of course. Judging by your expression, I can tell you're wondering. What emergency food did you buy? Exactly. These supplies need to stand the test of time, so all of this food has undergone special processing. I assure you, unless you're on the brink of starvation, you don't want to try it. The cured meat, for example, is as tough as tree bark, and the biscuits taste like tossed-out newspaper. Even if you soak them in milk or vegetable soup, the best you could hope for is soggy newspaper. Well, there are times when one has no other choice. I've tried to extract nutrients from this food before. Well, eat might not be the best word to use. I have a somewhat more efficient method. Here, I'll show you. I suppose you could call it cooking with fire. There have been a few more desperate moments when I've been trapped alongside other poor souls. You should know, if I were to use the method I've just shown you in front of my colleagues, it might leave them feeling uneasy. And so I have at such times been forced to attempt to swallow this food, as they would. Though try as I might, I really was unable to swallow it. In the end, I broke it down into smaller pieces, some of which I stuffed into my mouth and some of which I dropped into my lantern when no one was looking. Unfortunately, my colleagues noticed how slowly I was eating and mistook my reluctance for concern, believing I was eating less to allow them more. After that, they patted me on the back and enthusiastically filled my arms with more cured meat and biscuits. Indeed, I was grateful for their noble act of kindness, and can clearly remember the taste of cured meat and biscuits to this day.
Well, I suppose that is it. So, until next time, hope you all have a great day, night, sleep, whatever it is you're doing. I hope it's going. I hope it's awesome. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, guys.